Have you ever felt like you're caught in a tug of war? On one side, science, data, facts, evolution, cosmology. On the other, religion, faith, revelation, belief in the unseen. The world often tells us to pick a side, but what if that's a false choice? What if the universe wasn't asking you to choose between science and Allah, but to discover Him through science? This is not just a debate. It's a deeper question about truth, purpose, and how we understand reality. Welcome to Divine Paradox. The idea that science and belief in Allah are enemies is a modern myth, a product of a specific Western history, not Islamic thought. In the Islamic tradition, science was never anti-God. In fact, it was a path to knowing Him. The Quran repeatedly invites us to observe, reflect, and analyze the world. Indeed, in the creation of the heavens and the earth, and the alternation of the night and the day, are signs for those of understanding. Surah Ali Imran, Surah 3, verse 190. Notice, the Quran is not threatened by the natural world. It calls you into it. The more you observe, the deeper you see His design. Science is about how things work. How did the universe expand? How does the brain function? How does DNA replicate? But science never answers the why. Why is there something rather than nothing? Why do laws of physics exist? Why do we even care about truth or justice? That's where revelation steps in. The Quran gives us the moral and metaphysical context, the why behind the world. We did not create the heavens and the earth and everything in between them in play. Surah Al-Dukhan, Surah 44, verse 38. There is intention. There is purpose. You don't have to choose between the microscope and the message. Go back in time. The greatest scientists of the Islamic Golden Age, Ibn al-Haytham, al-Biruni, Ibn Sina, were not just scientists. They were spiritual minds. They believed that studying the physical world brought them closer to understanding Allah's wisdom. They didn't separate faith and reason. They wove them together. In Islam, reason is a gift. The Quran encourages thinking, not blind belief. Will they not reflect upon themselves? Surah Ar-Rum, Surah 30, verse 8. In other words, use your mind, your reason, your science to arrive at truth. Yes, some people use science to argue against God. They say, we understand the brain, we don't need a soul. Or the Big Bang happened, so there's no creator. But these are philosophical conclusions, not scientific facts. Science observes. But when someone says, this proves there's no God, they've stepped outside science, into worldview. The Quran already foresaw this. They know the outward of the life of this world, but they are heedless of the hereafter. Surah Ar-Rum, Surah 30, verse 7. They see the surface, the mechanism, but not the meaning. Don't confuse tools with truth. Think about this. The more we learn about the universe, the more it looks like a mind made it. Fine-tuning, mathematical constants, the laws of nature that remain stable across galaxies. Does that sound like chaos or divine precision? He created everything and determined it with precise measurement. Surah Al-Furqan, Surah 25, verse 2. The Quran says that creation has measure, order, and design. So when you study the stars, or atoms, or black holes, you're not going away from God. You're walking toward Him, through the signs He placed all around you. Let's clarify something. In Islam, faith is not irrational, it's transrational. It goes beyond reason, not against it. Indeed, in that are signs for a people who use reason. Surah Az-Zumar, Surah 39, verse 42. We are told to observe, question, seek knowledge. Islam doesn't demand you shut your brain off. It asks you to use it as a bridge to something higher. The physical and the metaphysical are not rivals. They are reflections of the same truth. Yes, we explore space, we build AI, we study genetics, but what about the soul? What about consciousness, free will, morality, love? Science hasn't explained these, not fully, and maybe it never will, because they are signs of something beyond physical laws. The Quran says, "And they ask you about the soul. Say, the soul is of the affair of my Lord." Surah Al-Isra, Surah 17, verse 85. You can map the brain, but the mystery of being? That's something deeper. That's where Allah begins. So no, you don't have to choose between science and Allah, because science is not the opposite of belief, it's a pathway to it. Every formula, every pattern, every mystery unraveled can either lead you to wonder or arrogance. The choice isn't between God and science, it's between humility and ego. So study the stars, decode DNA, build rockets, but let your knowledge soften you, not harden you. Because every discovery is another door to the one who created knowledge itself.